Well, welcome to the sports segment here on AM Show. I'm Benedict Owusu. Always a pleasure joining you on this platform. A lot to talk about this morning. The UEFA Champions League action last night. Well, in terms of play and everything, lived up to the billing, but in terms of goals, we didn't see goals in any of the games. The game involving Liverpool, Bayern Munich ended goalless, and then in France, Barcelona also drew goalless with Olympique Lyon. The second leg, which will be played in 3 weeks' time, will determine the teams that will make the next stage of the competition. But here on the local scene, the Black Maiden skipper Mukarama Abdulai is delighted after taking delivery of a FIFA Adidas Golden Boot and Bronze Ball she won at last year's FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Uruguay. Now, Abdulai emerged top scorer of the competition with 7 goals in 4 matches and also collected the Adidas Bronze Ball. Third best player behind Spain's Claudia Pina and Nicole Perez of Mexico. Now, with Ghana's elimination from the quarterfinal stage, FIFA sent the award to the Ghana FA recently to be handed over to the player. Mukarama Abdulai hopes the award will encourage her to do more.
Yeah, this award means a lot to me because it's going to be something that will encourage me every time I look at them, and it's going to be something I can use to encourage young ones who are coming up so that they can work hard to also go and get something more than this. I just have to say to my colleague footballers, women in Ghana, that we should work hard and always make sure that we cope up with everything that is coming on our way, and at the end of the day, everything will go on well with us.
Well, Kumasi Asante Kotoko are expected to leave Accra for Zambia tomorrow. That's today, for their third group game in the ongoing CAF Confederation Cup campaign. Now, the Pokemon Royals, after reviving their campaign last week Wednesday with a home win to Zesco, will be hoping to get a good result against Nkana on Sunday. CK Akona insists that is their target.
That is our target. That is our target. I mean, the main thing, we want to qualify, and we finished with Zesco. Now we're looking forward to a Ghana match, and it's important for us to go there and get a good result. And that is when this is not arrogant. This is something that we want to do. It's a target. It's achievable, and with a bit of determination, I think it is possible.
All right, so Kumasi Asante Kotoko will leave Accra for Zambia today for that game against Nkana, which will be played this coming Sunday. And then the following Sunday will be their return encounter at the Babara Sports Stadium, and will still play another home game to Al Hilal. We hope and pray that they will get a good result away and then come and win the game here at the Babara Sports Stadium. But away from football, let's do some boxing. And national lightweight holder Sheriff Quay and challenger Michael Ansan are set for a rematch at the Bukum Boxing Arena on March 8. Now, also on the bill is former world champion Joshua Clottey. My colleague Asari Diakon has more in the following report.
The promising Ghanaian boxers will lock horns in a bout dubbed Bukum Brawl. The 12th round bout is expected to finally settle the scores between fans of both boxers as to who is the better fighter. The winner of the bout will not only earn the bragging rights, but also take home the World Boxing Organization, Interim Africa, and the national lightweight titles. Sheriff one-time Quay has been talking big ahead of the big bout. He says Mike Lansa will be no match for him.
They are disturbing. They know that Sheriff Quay is champion. In Ghana, nobody can fit Sheriff Quay. He himself, he know. One bullet, he know.
And this is the response of Michael One Bullet Ansa.
Me, I don't say Sheriff Quay is a toothless boxer he can bite. At the same time, it's a too radical. Sheriff Quay is a toothless boxer he can bite. If it's Sheriff Quay pass on 5, I'm a fan. If you see me, call me radical.
Bukum Brawl is being put together by Box Office Promotions, and former world champion Joshua Clottey will stage a comeback on the night in a 10-round undercard bout.
First of all, I have to test my body. I've been in the ring for 3 years, so I have to test my body and see if I can still continue. I believe 100% I can still continue because I've been sparring with the guys in the gym and I feel okay. So I think I'll finish this fight and see what I'll do next. But I'm still in boxing.
All right, so the Joshua Hita Clottey and then Asari Diako's report and more sports and para athlete Bucho Nkegbe has stepped up preparations ahead of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, but support has not been forthcoming. Well, he's been speaking exclusively to Joy Sports.
I can say that the preparation has been so good. The workout I've been following by my coach, even though he's not here, but I believe in self-discipline, even though he's not seeing me, but whatever I do will show on my performance as I'm with him. So I take everything seriously. But so far, I'm ready in terms of maybe my next test will be my competition to see how I will be before the All-African game. The training has been rough and smooth. The rough aspect was that I use road because there's no track at the moment in Accra. Ewak is not something good to ride home about, so there's no track. So at the moment I'm training on roller and I'm doing gym work and I use the road a lot. The challenge has been sometimes struggle with the car, sometimes to move around within Accra. But having the roller which can train indoor has helped a lot, and I have a team who is working around me, making sure even sometimes they talk to the drivers. So my moving to the second phase will be more smoother because I have access to the track, I have access to the gym, and I have access to the roller. So that will help me a lot, and I can say that before returning from Cape Coast, I will be in a full shape. The racing chair is something that it has been one of the challenging aspects of para sports. Getting a new equipment is always like having a new baby. The joy you felt of getting a baby and the first time or having a new thing in your life. That's how I felt when I got my chair, being sponsored by the Indian Women Association of Ghana. And this is one of the steps that we have cleared. And several steps there we need to clear, because my moving from here to the state to join my coach also is another header. As I'm going to the Cape Coast to train, what I'll be eating, drinking, and all those things is a header. So the door are still open for corporate bodies and individuals to come in and support this project. It's all about Bocho Bocho want to give Ghana what I think that they deserve. They have got a silver and bronze. I think like I add a gold to it. So all of us to come together and make it happen, and it's going to be a beneficial for the up and coming para athletes who are looking up to Bocho Nkegbe. This will motivate them a lot. So
all right, so that's Bocho Nkegbe in that interview with my colleague Ernest Boama.